guest is a world-renowned chef and TV host from the Food Network and Bravo. He is also the author of a new cookbook called What's for Dinner. Please welcome the deliciously cute Curtis Stone.
Aww.
How's that for an intro?
That was a good intro.
Like
deliciously cute. Have you heard that one before?
Deliciously cute, yeah, never.
No, I'm saying you're tall. I didn't know you were this tall. You're 6'3".
That's right, yeah.
I read your bio.
Very observant. It's funny, isn't it? Wherever you go, if you're a tall guy, you go and everyone's like, oh, you're so much taller than I thought. And I think it's because actors are so much littler than
like
they look.
size.
Right,
Yeah.
they're all small.
No, you're here promoting your new book, What's for Dinner.
That's right.
What was the inspiration behind this?
Look,
Besides eating,
apart from wanting to taste all the recipes.
Dinner was a kind of a primary inspiration.
We all have such busy lives, and I think no matter who you speak to, everybody has the same complaint. You know, I don't have enough time, I don't have a lot of money to spend on dinner, I don't like doing the dishes after it, I want to eat healthy, you know, so I thought if you combine all of those challenges into a book, and I've divided it into different days of the week. So Motivating Monday is healthy recipes because we just ate and drank too much on the weekend.
Oh, I like that.
Time Saving Tuesdays, because Tuesday's a busy day in the kitchen, so like busy day in the office, so 15 to like 30-minute meals. Wednesday's One Pot Wednesday, Thrifty Thursday, 5-ingredient Friday, Dinner Party Saturday, and Family Supper Sunday.
That's such an interesting way to break it down.
Didn't you?
How long does it take you to come up with a concept and then all the recipes to fill up a book?
To write an entire book, it takes the best part of 6 months. It's like when you actually get it and flick through it, you're like, I wrote every word in this book, and it's big. And then, of course, it takes time to do the food photography and the testing of the recipes, make sure they work.
So when you do something,
and make sure they taste
when you
good.
do something like that, because cooking obviously is your passion, does it take a little bit of the passion away from it when it becomes so much of a chore? And
No,
a job?
I love it. I love the development of the recipes. I like the testing and the cooking. I love the photography, all that stuff. The thing I don't like, truthfully, is writing the introductions and like getting my notes back from the editor, because I'm like, what do you mean you don't?
You're like, I'm not a writer. I'm a chef. Like, it's not.
Yeah, I much prefer the cooking.
What's your favorite thing to make in the kitchen? Your favorite type of meal?
Oh, I'd like so many different things. But I love seafood. I cook a fair bit of fish. I love to grill. I like being outside and eating outdoors. I can't put a specific dish, but there's so many different ways to cook.
Does your palate change with the time of the year and the seasons?
Absolutely. You know, I think that you should draw your inspiration from Mother Nature, because we get all these incredible fruits and vegetables that do change with the season. And if you shop seasonally, it's cheaper, it tastes better, you're looking after your local farmers and growers. So there's so many advantages to shopping seasonally, and I talk a lot about that in this book.
So you have a new baby, well, 18 months, right?
Yep.
A little baby boy.
That's right.
Are you coming up with baby food recipes all the time in the kitchen?
Are you pureeing your own baby food?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes, of course.
At one point I thought, you know what, I'm going to call this book One Arm Cooking, because I'd have him in one arm and I'd be walking around. It's so, you know, as a new parent, you really understand the challenges that parents have been telling you for years, but you don't really get it
Until you're in those shoes.
Right, absolutely. So, you know, I did all of his own purees, and I'd call out to Lindsay and be like, babe, tonight we're having roasted chicken with a parsnip and carrot puree.
She's like,
So
You're like, because I have leftover puree from the baby food.
We did.
I love that. Now, do you and your fiance is Lindsay Price, do you all cook a lot together?
No, she doesn't like cooking so much.
Well, perfect.
Which works out pretty well.
Well, she found the perfect man then, didn't
Yeah,
she?
that's right. Yeah.
So that's kind of, so is it, when y'all were dating in the initial stages, is that how you kind of would woo her, by cooking for her?
Yeah, I tricked her. You know, I mean, I would never have got her.
Poison her food.
The first date we went on was a little, not uncomfortable, but it was a blind date. So we'd never met before, and we met in this restaurant. And I don't know if you've ever been on a blind date, but they're
hard.
They're tough, really tough. And it just sort of ended. You know, there was no romance. There was no action at the end of the day, is what I'm trying to
let's
say.
call it what it is.
So then the next time I thought, well, I'm going to have to step it up. So I cooked for her on date number 2, and that worked. So.
Who set y'all up on
No, it worked. Just like, obviously, we're still together.
It worked in the grand scheme of things.
That's
it worked, right?
Who set y'all up on a blind date?
A mutual friend of ours from New York. Yeah.
Was that the first blind date you had ever been on?
It was actually, yeah.
The first and last.
First and last.
When are y'all getting married? Are you going to cook for the wedding? No?
No.
See, I think that would be hard. Like, how do you choose a caterer to do your wedding? I mean, you
must be so picky.
Are you judgy?
It'll be my guys.
Okay. You're going to
preparing your recipes, yes?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you for being here. You're just a delight. And we're going to get to cook with you, too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I've got delicious recipes from the book I want to cook
Stick
for you.
around in the broadcast kitchen. He's going to be cooking something next.